of product design and value engineering. In today's session, we will discuss grouping of needs and why grouping of needs are important. First of all, let us see what is grouping of needs. When we are identifying customer needs, we have seen several methods of identifying customer needs, and all these methods will give us a large amount of needs that customer requires. Now, many of these needs can be similar or they can be satisfied with the same functions or same features, but might have some different words only. So, these large number of needs that are identified need to be grouped or classified into different categories. Now, many needs are repeating during this large number of needs that we have identified, and some of them are satisfied by the same function, or some of them are also satisfied by the similar function, which can be combined into the same function. And to avoid the repetitions of that, we need to group those all needs. How to group those needs? For that, we have several methods available with us. One of them is affinity diagram. Then there will be a customer sort method. What is affinity diagram and what is customer sort method? Both are related to each other. Let us first see what is affinity diagram. Basically, what we are doing is we are putting all the needs on a board and we are classifying them in a different category. Thus, affinity diagram is a very simple method, and they are performed by design team. Remember, affinity diagram is performed by design team. Why I am telling you to remember this? Because in customer sort method we are using similar method, but they will be performed by customers. And what we do in affinity diagram method, we write all the needs on post-it paper and we post one by one on a whiteboard. So what we are doing, we are writing all the needs on a post-it paper, and then those post-it are posted on whiteboards according to their category. Once we post one, we take a next post-it. If our next post-it is similar to what we have taken, then we put it in same group. If not, we make another group, different group. Then repeat this process again and again till all the needs or all the post-it that we have written is exhausted. So this is a very simple method, and basically this is how affinity diagram might look like, in which each group has a single category and all of them will have different types of needs under them, which are all similar. So basically, this is what an affinity diagram is. This is a very simple concept. It is not very complex at all, and it is performed by design team. In actual life, in real life, we will have a large number of needs. Thus, our affinity diagram and number of groups will be very complex. This is a typical affinity diagram of a need gathered, and you can see that here there are large number of needs posted on a whiteboard, each in a different group. This is a single group, there is another single group, then there will be another single groups, and all that. Here is another group. So we will have so many groups of needs available with us after performing this affinity diagram method. Now, customer sort method is very similar to this affinity diagram method. What we are doing is we are performing similar tasks that we have performed in affinity diagram. The only difference is that here we are telling customers to do the sorting. So we are telling customers to sort the needs into different classes. What this will do is that as customers do not have any preconceived notions about our project or about our design, it will be less biased. remember, I told you that affinity diagram is performed by design team. So if the design team is performing the method of grouping the needs, it is susceptible to some bias of the design team. There are slight chances that the design team will have some bias towards a particular feature or towards a particular group, and many needs will be put together in that particular group for that particular features only. So that's why the customer short method is more helpful, and it also follows the statistical analysis. Why? Because as customers are not the experts in the design or not experts in the product development, we also need some extra features to refine these needs that we have shorted. So what we will do is we ask 10 number of customers to short the needs. So all those 10s will short the needs separately, and they will have 10, they will have some groups of the needs according to the different customers. Then we analyze those responses given by all the 10 customers, and we apply some statistical methods to make sure that from those 10 groups of people, we come up with a single classification of needs. So this is what the customer short method was. Now once we have different group of needs, what we need to do is we need to prioritize our needs. Because why should we prioritize? Because if we receive 15 needs, we cannot satisfy all 15s, or we cannot satisfy equally all 15s. So we need to make a trade-off, or we need to find a balance point between those needs. Because suppose you are developing a product, so each product will have a need of high quality and each product will have a need of low cost. But you cannot provide low cost, high quality product. So you have to make a balance. If more number of customers are asking for high quality, then you go for high quality product. If more number of customers are asking for less cost, then you go for a low cost product. But we need to identify which needs need to be prioritized, which needs need to be fulfilled first, and which can be neglected or which can be put on back end. And how to prioritize these needs? For that we have two methods, interview data method and questionnaire method. Let us first see interview data method. In interview data method, as it is very simple, what we do is we do a basic analysis of the data we have from the interview. So it is simply a very basic approach and it is quick also. What we do, we analyze the data of the interviews and we see which need is how many times mentioned, and we give weight according to each need. So if a need is mentioned 9 times out of 10 customers, then it will have a weight of 0.9. If your need is mentioned 2 times out of 10 people, then it will have a weight of 0.2. So that is very basic method. In questionnaire method, we ask questions about the needs and prioritizing of their priorities of their needs. We give them importance of each need from 1 to 5, and then we perform a statistical analysis. Normally what we do is we give customers how much amount of need they want, how much amount of features they need to be fulfilled. So what if we ask how will be the quality or what is the expected quality? So it can be fair, poor, normal, excellent. Those 5 classifications will be there, and customer will simply select one. So customer will fill this questionnaire and we analyze the data of this questionnaire. We give some statistical analysis to this data that we have. And this is how we can prioritize our needs. So that will be all for this session of grouping the needs and prioritizing them. Thank you.